passengers checked in and departing on the flight, kindly proceed to departure gate number 3 and board the aircraft now.
The whole idea of coming this year to Uganda was it's 50 years since the Ugandan Asians left Uganda in 1972. I was just 12 years old, and quite a lot of people who here with me have never come back to Uganda since we left. So I wanted this trip to be a very special trip, and I've called it the Uganda Golden Anniversary Tour with takeoff travel. These people who've come here with me have come for the first time to experience Uganda in a better way than the way they left Uganda when they went from here. So my whole idea of this trip is to bring those people back, give people back confidence in Uganda, and appreciate for Uganda what it is now rather than what it was when we left it, and see the positive side and the good side of Uganda. So this is the whole reason for me to bring these people and give them an amazing experience and show them the Uganda they never knew.
Hello, my name is Vishal and I'm the son of Dhiren, who's the owner of Takeoff Travel, and we're doing this special trip to Uganda to celebrate the 50th year of returning back home for Ugandan Asians. I'm doing this to help my father and also to give this wonderful group an incredible experience where they'll remember Uganda, and they'll remember it in such a way that all those nasty and negative things that happened in 1972 will be overcome by a beautiful new experience. And what I've noticed so far is that people are getting together, they're sharing their stories, they're nourishing and making the most of these wonderful experiences, such as eating the local foods, seeing how local people live, going on these excursions, laughing, joking, telling wonderful stories. And the thing that I'm loving the most is the fact that people are doing their best to see the good in each other. As difficult as it is sometimes, I love it, because one of my purposes on the planet is to really help people. And when I see people being nice to each other, it's just so fulfilling and so heartwarming. And I'm loving the fact that we're bringing people here together as a group. And I'm really looking forward to going to some of the places where people were born and raised, such as Iganga and Masaka and Mbale, I think that's how it's pronounced. And we're also going on the safari tours and the boat trip and seeing the animals and going on those game drives. I'm really excited to travel around Uganda. It's just amazing.
I welcome you once again to Uganda, and here we are in the middle of Kampala, and this place is called the Independence Monument, which gives us the signs of when did we get independence and how it was. How was the jubilation of the people? How was the jubilation of the people? When you look here, we say we have the Independence Monument. That was the day, some photos which happened in Kororo, just behind, when the Queen Elizabeth, the late one who has just died, handing over the independence to the Ugandan to become our own. That was 9th October 1962. I know some people were here, she was here. When we see we see those young girls, she was one of the young girls who were here on that day.
बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेस विकार।
So today was a really important day. We learned a lot about Ugandan history, its culture, the tribes, the skills and the contributions that the various tribes and clans make towards wider Ugandan society, and how everybody's been taught to work with unity and make a contribution for the bigger good. And that was a lesson which is so important today. I really enjoyed listening to the stories about the ancestry of the kings. But actually the most important story I think that came out was to learn about Idi Amin and Milton Obote's torture here. I mean, I just came back from Germany, where we saw the concentration camps, and everybody in the world knows about those concentration camps. But today we saw a concentration camp as bad and as deathly, and in terms of sheer numbers of people who died, the same as the concentration camps of Germany. And yet we did not know that this was here. We did not know that this was part of our history. Innocent Ugandans have died, and I was really moved to see, or just to think about the suffering of those people and what's happened, and also just to know that this is not talked about enough, this isn't known about. Just under 30,000 innocent people died here. Whoever left, nobody, whoever came in, nobody left. And that's so sad, and I was touched by that story.
name is Urmila Babari. I've come to Uganda after 50 years. I landed at Entebbe Airport. Everything's changed so much. And we went to Murchison Falls, which I thoroughly enjoyed. The safari was wonderful. Everywhere we've been, we've thoroughly enjoyed. There are lots and lots of changes after 50 years.
Hello, I'm Smita.
And I'm Dominic.
This is my husband. I'm a child of African parents, so my mum was born in Uganda, my father was born in Kenya. I always knew I wanted to visit Uganda with my mum. I've been trying to convince her for about 15 years to make this trip happen. And finally, we got the opportunity with Dhiranbhai to make this opportunity realised, and it's been an absolutely amazing experience. It's a very different way of life here, and just coming here just makes me appreciate the way that they lived here before. And it's great to be able to share this trip with my mum and her sister and all her cousins as well, and uncles. Those moments where you see memories being triggered are just the most special memories that we have here. Anything you want to add?
Absolutely. No, it's just been fascinating to see that this is their home too. To just go through that experience with them, to feel that this is a different country, and yet it belongs to them as well, and it's part of their life, which I hadn't really appreciated, I suppose. And it's just lovely to see that they are so pleased to be here.
Yes, everybody's very happy to be here.
So, and the Ugandan people have been really friendly and lovely, and just the experience. I've never been to Uganda or even thought of visiting particularly, but it's been a magical experience. Very enjoyable, people have been lovely, it's a beautiful country. Can't really add to that really, it's just been amazing.
Amazing trip, yeah.
But particularly for the people, to see people come back to where places they knew and grew up is just amazing. Very interesting, exciting. They've all loved it, I think. And it's just been nice to be along
It'd be lovely to bring my nieces and nephews back here one day as well.
Yeah.
Who knows, in another 50 years we might, I won't be back here.
Maybe not 50 years.
Maybe not 50. Maybe 10 years, we'll bring them back.
Yes, that we'd love. It's been very enjoyable.
Want to say a very big thank you to the organizers and to all the people in Uganda who have been so kind and thankful and so helpful to all of us. This would not have been possible without the organization. We have really had a wonderful time, and we will miss you all when we go back. Just want to say a big thank you to the organizers and everybody in Uganda. May God bless you all. Thank you. Bye.